and speak out of the presentation mastery pathway. I'm just starting that one. That's going to be fun. He's interested in speaking as a career and is looking to hone his skills and really deliver his speaking abilities. You're right, your handwriting worse
I
than
know, I
mine.
got really bad handwriting.
He wants to connect with the audience. His speech is titled Easy as 1, 2. Just give it up for Jamiel!
Thanks a lot, Frank.
This is probably a 4 to 6 minute speech.
Yep,
All
4
right.
to 6 minutes. All right, thank you very much, Frank. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Great. Well, I just want to take a few minutes to introduce myself to you guys. And when we think about ourselves, we always are asked, what's one word that you would use to describe yourself? For me, I would use the word unique. I'm a very unique person. And we can just start with my name. I have a very unique name, Jamiel Kawaja. Have any of you ever met another Jamiel Kawaja in your life? Neither have I. So one thing that I love about my unique name is that it's a conversation starter. And these conversations started way back in school. We all remember when we were doing roll call on the first day, I would wait for them to get close to the K's and it would inevitably be a pause. Jimmy, what? I would just raise my hand, it's Jamiel Kawaja, and slink back into the corner where I was at. Those conversations are going a little bit differently now. When somebody sees my name today, they immediately will like, well, how do you pronounce that? And I'll say, Jamiel. But why would you try the last name? That takes somebody by surprise because they're not expecting to have a pronunciation test in the middle of their day. But I say, it's just how it looks, just go ahead and sound it out. So they'll say, Kawaja? And I think, yes, that's right, good job. And that will inevitably always put a smile on somebody's face because they were able to pronounce a unique name correctly. So I love this conversation starter because I'm able to just put a smile on somebody's face right at the beginning of the day. They can see my positivity, my confidence, and how I'm interested in having a genuine interaction with them. Now, this wasn't always the case. When I was younger, I was shy, depressed. I was a hapless kid. And I would think, what do I have for? What do I have to live for? When I was 17, I think I got to the deepest parts of depression that anybody could be in. And I felt like giving up. And I just thought, what am I even doing here? What am I living for? And I had this epiphany that I do have something to live for. It's the love of my mother. The love of my mother, the way that she cares about me, that was something positive that I had in my life. It was something positive that I could live for. And I started to use this idea to challenge the way that I was thinking. When I was noticing that I would go down a negative train of thought, I would think about my mother's love and change the way I was thinking. Like, if I felt like, oh, I'm just stupid and nobody likes me. Well, honestly, your mother really loves you and you get good grades in school, so you're probably not as stupid as you're making yourself out to be. I continued to practice this exercise, and it made me realize that the way that I feel is based on what I think. Now, that kind of seems counterintuitive to me at the moment. If I'm feeling happy, I'm going to have happy thoughts. If I'm feeling sad or depressed, I'm going to have more negative thoughts. But I actually found the opposite to be true. So if our thoughts control our feelings, and I control my thoughts, that means I have control of my feelings. That idea brought me hope, a strong sense of hope. And I continue to practice this idea of challenging my negative train of thought, challenging these worst case scenario thinkings that I was going down in my head. The more and more I continued to develop this idea and continue this practice, it pretty much just became second nature. I didn't really have to try so hard to be positive. It just kind of naturally happened, it naturally came to me. And I started to realize that things are just starting to go my way. Things are starting to work out better for me. I was happier, I wasn't beating up on myself as much, and like I said, things were just going my way. And I was genuinely happy for the first time in a long time that I can remember. So this was really hard for me. I really had to struggle to come up with these ideas. But when I look back at it now, I realize that it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Believing in the power of positivity. Power of positivity is real and can really change the way that we think about things. Using that power of positivity to elicit hope for the future and know that things will get better the more and more that you practice this idea. And the more that you believe in that hope and practice that, things will just start to work out better for you. So, I love that it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And it really changed my perspective. I went from this kid who couldn't even speak about his name to somebody that looks for the opportunity to share my name with others. So I was able to change my perspective. And I ask you, is there something in your life that's driving negative thoughts? Is there something that you have in your life that could use a change of perspective? Well, let me tell you, you can make that change. You can do it. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I think we have a star in our group. Was well done and very motivating. Thank you so much. Let's take just